Buddy. 100.7 WMMS. Cleveland. Good morning. Maxwell Show on WMMS. And fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Maxwell.
We're talking about this morning, and I did not watch it last night. Did you say that you watched Shaq versus?
I taped it and then fast-forwarded through all the stuff I wasn't going to care about and just kind of watched, like, the event.
Last night, Shaquille O'Neal, the Cleveland Cavaliers. It sounds better if you say Walt Disney. It's Shaquille O'Neal took on Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah.
In the squared circle. Am I allowed to say that?
I think so.
On Shaq versus, and the main complaint that I heard about last night's show is the complaint I had the first time I ever watched him take on Ben Roethlisberger, and that is you see the training, you believe it's going to be a for-real competition, and then they get out there and it's just too WWE.
Yeah,
it's kind of phony. It's like they don't actually really fight and go at one another, which is the premise of the goddamn show.
Yeah, he had De La Hoya on the corner a couple of times, and it was like, dude, man, you're 7'1", 325 pounds. If you really wanted this fight over, it'd be over right now.
Yeah. Hold on. I have some audio.
Fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, a four-time NBA champion, he brings an undefeated record into the ring tonight. Standing 7 feet, 1 inches tall, he weighed in at 3.
With a penis that's 7 foot, 1 inches tall. Ladies and gentlemen, Shaquille O'Neal.
125 pounds, the big witness protection, the big deal, Manny Pacquiao, Shaquille.
So the Diesel and the Golden Boy set to do battle here tonight in Las Vegas.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Shaq is taller, he's heavier, he has a longer reach, but Oscar has more experience, he's beaten more world champs, and while Shaq's out...
Now, hold on. Honestly, let's say these two go at it. Shaquille O'Neal versus Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya would kick his ass. Right? I mean, the weight doesn't factor that much into boxing. He's the Golden Boy. He's the lightning quick.
Sure does. The heavier you are, the harder you punch. The harder you punch, the faster you're going to knock somebody out.
Yeah, but he's so slow compared to a professional boxer. Oscar De La Hoya is dodging punches from Floyd Mayweather.
But it looked like the old Mike Tyson's Punch-Out with, like, the little 3-inch guy fighting Soda Popinski. Like, that's what it looked like. I mean, it looked absurd.
Yeah. I didn't watch it. Hold on here.
Oscars was not...
I love my job. I get to watch TV. I get to catch up on all the TV I didn't watch last night. Oh, it's all y'all.
All right, let's recap the rules for tonight's bout. It's a 5-round...
Oh, come on. Buffer. What up? Really? Buffering issues? Really? On the clear channel?
He can do some damage.
All right, here they go. Okay, I'm watching them now.
Only score, because he's not going to knock Shaq out.
Over the top. Overhead right.
Oh. Wow, dude, that was a real punch.
No, he gave him a few.
That De La Hoya threw at him. That was like a for-real punch. That looked like it, stung a bit.
By Shaq Diesel. He got caught by Oscar, though. De La Hoya lands the big punch. He's tired, Oscar. And round 1 comes...
I would have to think that just the boxing skill would outweigh just the height and the weight, the difference in the height and the weight.
I think overall maybe, but what I'm saying is like he had him in the corner and he was like, you could see Shaq kind of pulling his punches to the body when all he had to do was lift one arm up and just punch him straight in the face and the fight's over.
And the other thing is Shaq could also decide when he lets
De La Hoya. I mean, the guy's got a 20-foot wingspan, and we're talking on one arm. It's a 40-foot wingspan. And all he has to do is just keep him at bay. Yeah. I mean, he owns half the ring just by walking around.
Yeah, okay.
Just rest your glove on top of De La Hoya's forehead and watch him swing at you all day.
Talk about a guy that recovered from the allegations of the homosexuality and the dress pictures. Remember those?
Yeah, that kind of did get...
Like, everyone just kind of said, okay. It's kind of like the Brady Quinn thing, where we're like, hey, dude, we're okay with it.
Yeah, he's gay, but nobody cares.
It's like we didn't even know. We never saw those pictures of you on that cruise grabbing that guy's crotch.
Crazy. You guys didn't need to interview the Browns this year. It's so weird. So funny how you weren't invited. Why is that? Cool.
Yeah, we were. We were not invited back to Browns camp.
They call that coincidence. I hear that.
Yeah.
It's a coincidence.
Hold on a
With
second.
the right again.
Little combo.
All right, yeah, that was the punches you were talking about, where he's got him against the ropes and he's
Both of them against the ropes.
And again over the top.
All right, dude, those are some real punches. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, I mean, they were hitting much more than I thought they were gonna.
Yeah.
Amazing, you're not punching. If you're not punching, stay out of range.
Shaq was very comfortable. There's that right hand.
He's tired. Over the top.
If you get hit with that big right hand, you're going to sleep.
Dude, if I was Oscar, I would just punch Shaq repeatedly in the balls. Like it's a speed bag. It
probably sound like that.
I would have just wailed on his
Probably
bag.
bigger than that.
It's like hitting a body bag.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, you know, I forgot this was on. I kind of wanted to hop on board with this show. I thought it was cool.
I'm in utter agreement with you. Like, I watched the Ben Roethlisberger.
like,
I'm like, yeah, this is going to be sweet. They actually had some good football players out there from the combine.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it turns into one big wacky funny fest.
Yeah, it was too phony.
Yeah.
It was too phony. This looks a little more real, though, I have to say. All right. Good times. How is everybody?
I'm good.
How are you? What'd you do last night?
Dude, like I said, I finally got my PS3 online.
Oh, you fag.
Over.
What's your name?
Coming over.
What's your name? Don't lie.
I'm not telling you.
What is it?
I'm not telling you. I don't want to talk.
Write it down so that I can see it.
I'll write it down.
Why would you not want to do that? Why? Because people will bother you while you're online?
There will be a select group of people that I
Gotta get a PS3! Damn it!
I told you over the weekend. I started talking to your fiance about it on Sunday.
Good work. What'd you say?
I tried to lay the groundwork. I told her, I was like, dude,
It's got a Blu-ray player!
Yeah.
Blu-ray!
Imagine all the romantic comedies you guys can watch in crystal clear HD on.
You know you can download movies to it, right?
I know you can do that. Can you get Blu-ray movies from Netflix?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Probably just DVDs at this point. Does the Xbox 360 Elite have a...
Is that an S and then a C? Or an L? What is that?
EA. Sorry, I was writing it kind of fast. I'm trying to talk to Dalton at the same time.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's kind of cool sounding.
It's actually ripped from a TV show.
Wow. Look at you.
It's a character from my favorite TV show.
This is what I love about this guy. Paying taxes on time? No. Paying the electric bill? No. Making sure the technical specifications and the billing's gone through on the online gaming experience is up to snuff.
Well, of course.
My girlfriend's out of town 1 week in October, and I'm going to live at Samsbury's house.
You should.
I will come over and just set up camp.
Oh, dude, I'm kind of jealous. You guys will have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a good time.
Yeah. What did you do, almost married guy?
Well, last night I decided to improve my mood on the war by sitting through a documentary on 9/11, which just blew my rage all the way up. I don't know if you saw 60 Minutes on Sunday.
No.
But they did how combat's going right now. It's not too good. And it's really aggravating. And I feel really bad for the guys over there. And it's like fighting a war on Mars. That's what they're doing. It's terrible. And so I'm watching that, and in the middle of this, I get a phone call. It's from the manager. I submitted my tape to Comedy Central for a half hour, and he told me I didn't get it.
Oh.
And so I was just like devastated. And that's the exact same moment my girlfriend walked in the door. She's like, "Hey,
Who got it?
Huh? I don't know.
Do they
who got
tell you?
it.
They don't tell you? You go, who got it?
No, it was.
They don't-
I mean, there's only 20 slots. I mean,
Oh, okay.
the only good news is that
Joe Howard.
it's great.
Said who got it?
Thank you for my next week of conversation. Sure. And so, like, the only good things is that the person had positive notes. Like, I feel like I'm 85% of the way to getting it, and I have to meet this person in New York and press the flesh with them, like, in January and plan a date, and then I believe I can get it. The tape I submitted also, there's a lot of material that was very in its infancy, and I added a lot of stuff to it. And I feel like if I could have resubmitted a tape at a better, I could have gotten it. But it's just frustrating because it's like.
Now, I mean, how big is that for a guy like you? You get a half-hour special, and you're in a whole new level.
Well, in a way,
of making money and
in a way, you can just walk to a comedy club and be like, "Look, you need to start headlining me because I have this."
Okay. That's a big deal.
But I mean, you don't go, "Hey, I'm famous," because like I work with comics who have like 2 of these plus hour specials plus late night appearances, and you've never heard of these guys, and they have a resume through the roof. You know, it's just. But it's one of those things as a comic, especially a comic who has a girlfriend who lives with, who's going to get married, that you want to show up with and be like, "Hey, I got this," and now we're moving on. So like last night I had this panic attack, like I'm not doing as good as I should be doing. I'm failing, I'm blowing it, and so I'm not gonna lie to you. Had my fiance not been there, I'd have gone straight to the bar and probably drank myself stupid because of how mad I was. But she was like, she
had a much better time.
Yeah,
forgotten about it for a while, and
I would have come hungover, just as miserable, just as alone.
Oh wow, you are buying the propaganda.
I'm not buying the propaganda.
Oh, Dalton,
what,
dude?
Dude, the people at Jonestown weren't this mesmerized by their leader.
It was the greatest thing. She came home and saved me from going out and having fun.
Fun? Going out and drinking by myself in a hole-in-the-wall bar is fun?
Well, I live a mile away from you. I would have went with you.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I would have just been abysmal talking to myself like a crazy person.
Yes.
One of those people you see in the corner with both hands on the glass staring into it.
Yes.
That'd have been me. Like, don't talk to that guy. He's crazy.
Yes. Well, you need one of those every now and then, or every day.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, so, but we're going to get through it, and we're going to get it. I'm focused. I'm going to get a better tape. I have to resubmit in February, March.
What's on your schedule coming up? Got any hot gigs?
I don't like to brag, but I'm headed to a little siesta town known as Toledo, Ohio. It's kind of a big deal. I'm headlining this club, Funny Bone.
Oh, really?
And out there, and I'm going to do some radio and some media tomorrow morning, so I'm heading out there.
What time you got to wake up to do that?
I'll be ready to go at 7 a.m.
Oh. You know what stations are going on?
I have no idea. I did some hop hip stations last time, and it was kind of crappy. So I think they've changed it up, and I think we got some better media to do. I did a college radio station in Bowling Green. I was like, why are we doing this? This is podcasted. Why am I doing this? Like, that's the only way you can get it. You can only get it through a podcast. Nobody's actually listening to the live broadcast. So hopefully. Headlining, changing the game.
In Toledo.
Yeah, Toledo.
Good times. I have a very exciting last 24 hours to share.
All right.
Well,